Okay, so I've already replaced my cartridge, but after I did it, I thought, gosh, I should have videoed that, because if you're like me and you're visual, it's so much easier to follow a video than to read about how to do something. So I'm actually going to do it again just so that you guys will see how easy it is. So first things first, make sure you put a towel in your sink or something to catch any screws or anything that might fall down. You don't want to get anything in your plumbing. And then secondly, make sure and turn your water off. Super important, because as soon as you pull off that ring, if your water's not off, you're going to have a lot of water coming in. So turn your water off and make sure your water pump is off. Turn water off at the city water and make sure your water pump is off. Okay? So this is super easy project, actually. If yours is doing what mine was doing, when I would turn it on, it would water leak down here. I've seen lots of posts on the Facebook page about people who've had the same issue. You can order one of the brand name cartridges, but I ordered mine from Amazon. I'll put a link in the comments. It was cheap and it came the next day. Probably I'm going to order a couple more just to have them on hand, because it was such an easy project, and why not have a couple of extras? So first thing is you're going to twist this handle off, and then you're going to use a 2.5 millimeter metric Allen wrench. Don't try the 3/32. It won't work. It will strip your screw. You don't want to do that. You don't want to strip the threads on your little set screw. So get you a 2.5. Right inside here is a little set screw. You're just going to loosen up. And once you loosen it up, you're going to be able to just pull that off. Now I will tell you, the first time I did it, it'd been sitting for a while on there, so it was a little harder to get off. But it will come straight up. Just pull straight up on it. There's a little ring here that unscrews. At this point, you're going to need some channel locks. You're going to use this to unscrew this brass ring. If you can see right in here, there are two places, one on each side, for you to grip these with your channel locks. Do not grip these threads, or you will strip those threads. So make sure and put your channel locks right in there. I'm going to go ahead and remove this Phillips screw. It actually is not, it doesn't really do anything other than I think it just helps the set screw set in there. But you have to switch it out anyway if you're going to switch out the cartridge. So I'm going to go ahead and take it off. I use the lazy man's way here. Okay. So the first time I took this off, I will say, somebody really tightened that puppy on there. So you may have to have somebody hold this part still for you, but I didn't put it back on there nearly as tight as what it was on there initially, so I should be able to get it off. And you're just going to twist it to the left. So righty tighty, lefty loosely. This is the point where you're going to have water everywhere if you didn't turn your water off. So just make sure and turn your water off. I'm still going to have a little bit of, it's going to squirt out a little bit because there's a little pressure in the line there. Okay, and then you're just going to unscrew that. And this is your cartridge. So if it's the first time you've ever changed it out, the brand name is going to look like this. I did read that there are some folks that had LTV send them a new one of these, but literally it's super easy to get it off of Amazon and pretty cheap. So when you put this new one in, see these little holes here? They're going to seat right down in there, and you'll feel it when it seats down in there. It just kind of, you'll feel it kind of set down in there. And that is it. So easy. I'm going to put this ring back on. I'm going to go ahead and put my screw back in. Oh, see? That would have gone down the sink. This little ring back on. My set screw's still in there, so get this little thing turned kind of straight onto the faucet, and then this hole will go, you can see how I lined that up to where it's straight on, and that hole will go straight down in there. And you're just going to tighten your little set screw back up, kind of hand tight there, and put your handle back in. And that is it. If you want to not make the mess, you can actually, when you turn the water off, you can just release that pressure by holding the handle up before you get started, and then you won't have any water in the line. Won't make as big of a mess. Turn your water back on. Voila! I'm not quite level, so my water pump is making some noise. That's my next project, is I'm going to add that water pump quieter thing, because God, our water pump is loud.